So Dr. Alex has joined.
Professor Alex, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Dr. Sudhir, good morning. Professor Sudhir, good morning. Yeah.
Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the webinar, Opportunities and Experiences. And today we have panel of experts. It'll be started by J. Lakshmi, IAS, and Dr. Saravanan Raj, Director of Manage and CEO of Center of Innovation and Agripreneurship.
Sagar, you can mute all others except to those who are others. You can.
I would like to ask Dr. Saravanan Raj to take the speech.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kaushik. Very good morning to all of you and all the panel members and all the participants. Very good morning to all of you. And as you are aware, this is series of webinars planned to create awareness about agri startups. This is second in the series, and today we are talking about RKVY-RAFTAAR Agri Startups, RKVY-RAFTAAR Agri Startups Opportunities and Experiences. Today with us there is the panel of experts. They are come from our partner RKVY-RAFTAAR Agri Incubation Centers, and with us today morning Dr. Jijupi Alex is there. He is one of the senior most extension professional in the country, and he is the director of extension. And another director we are having from TNAU, Dr. Sivakumar, director for Directorate of Agribusiness Development Directorate of Agribusiness Development, and he is leading large number of incubation centers across different campuses in Tamil Nadu Agriculture University. And we are having Professor Sudhir, CEO of the RKVY-RAFTAAR Agribusiness Incubator from Kerala Agriculture University. And again, Dr. P. Balakrishnan Reddy is the Professor of Agriculture Extension and the CEO of Agribusiness Incubation Center at Angru Acharya Enjiranga Agriculture University, and that incubation center located at Tirupati. And we have Mr. A.B. Nanasambandam, he is CEO of Agribusiness Incubator, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University. And we have Dr. Sagar Desmukh, he is our colleague from Manage, and he is also CEO or co-PA of the RKVY-RAFTAAR Incubation Center. As a knowledge partner, we are doing it. And good morning to all of you. And as you are aware, last week we are discussing about why agri startup, why we think about this is one of the important sector, important development happening in India for the development of agriculture. That's why we put it agri startups. It is the future for agricultural development in India, like that. It is a second in the series of Saturday, large number of seminar webinars planned. It is second one. We talk about today RKVY-RAFTAAR opportunities and what are the experiences we are getting last 2 years we are running, and all our panel members are having different experiences from different agriculture universities they are coming, and also Manage also knowledge partner for all these agri incubation centers, and we are supporting the RKVY division of Government of India, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Many of the participants today, they are coming from last webinar also, I assume, and that's why they might be knowing about RKVY-RAFTAAR. Maybe some new first time they are attending this webinar and about RKVY-RAFTAAR. Quickly, 2-3 minutes, I will talk about RKVY-RAFTAAR agri startup activities. RKVY-RAFTAAR, last 2 years before, Government of India started Agri Entrepreneurship and Incubation component of RKVY, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, that one. and they're promoting large number of startups across the country. There are 29 agribusiness incubation centers. Through these centers, there are two type of programs. One is for having the agri startups, which are having only idea stage, an agri orientation program. For them, they can come for those who are applying, they will select a competitive basis, and those who are selected, and they can get for 2 months mentoring and 60 hours in-house training, and also stipend every month 10,000 rupees. And they can get the up to 5 lakhs rupees for grounding their ideas. And second category is already those who are startups doing in the field, they are having business models in the field. Those who come for the second category, that is Startup Agri Incubation Program. And for them also, there is a 2 months training program, and mentoring happens, and how to scale up and business models devising like that. It happens for the all agri incubation centers. Once they are selected for the final stage, and they are eligible for maximum of 25 lakhs grants. These are all grants. These two programs across the country, including our 4 partners and other 29 centers, totally 29 centers across the country, they are running this RKVY-RAFTAAR incubation program. And already last year, 2020, this year, Government of India funded nearly 346 agri startups. And with this experience, and those who want to know more about agribusiness or RKVY-RAFTAAR incubation centers, they can visit any of the websites of these all 4 partner institutions, including managed website. You can refer, and somebody want to know more information, you can write to us. We will provide more also. And straight away going to the discussion. Today we'll thought of having something like panel discussion. We are having experts and different experiences from different states and state agriculture universities. And Dr. Alex, are you there? Dr. Alex, I will take it up. Dr. Alex. Okay, I will start with Dr. Alex. Yeah, Dr. Alex, good morning.
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Alex has already told, he is one of the senior most extension professional, and he is from Kerala Agriculture University, and Kerala also hosting the Agribusiness Incubation Center, RKVY-RAFTAAR Incubation Center. They do a very vibrant ecosystem you can see in the Kerala. Dr. Alex, you are seeing over the years, you see agricultural development, mostly we'll talk about something like technology transfer or taking the innovations from university to farmers and through extension system like that. But today, if you see large number of agricultural universities or ICR institutes, majority they talk about agri startups, innovations coming from not only from universities, it may be coming from innovators, those who are starting startup. How do you feel over the years? You are the long experience in the agriculture development, and what do you feel about this entire shift is happening? We feel something big development or change is happening in the entire mindset of the scientific community, and also field level. There are some interesting changes are happening for the agriculture development. Extension professional, how do you feel about this change? Yeah, Dr. Alex.
Sir, please. Okay. In fact, I had some in between. I think I would be able to get my video soon. In fact, in response to what Dr. Sharavanan has now pointed out, over a period of time, we have seen a shift in the concerns of the scientific community and also the government per se. And in fact, since the state agriculture universities are mostly working in response to what is happening in the state or in the country, we have seen a new policy environment has evolved. And this policy environment is basically facilitating the spur or sprouting of so many innovative entrepreneurial ideas and also establishment of such enterprises. So in fact, we have to be very self-critical about the feasibility of that environment, whether it is friendly, whether we have become adaptive to integrate this change or not. So from my experience, I would say for the last 5 to 6 years, there has been a sprout of this new environment, which has, I think, spread across the country. And many state governments have responded very positively to this new environment. And in agriculture as well, compared to other sectors, there has been, I would say, an increase in the efforts towards entrepreneurial development. in different forms, not only in terms of startups, in terms of several other forms that has come up. But the issue right now is whether the people who really want to be in this sector get fostered adequately by institutions, particularly the public sector institutions, whether we have acquired the capability to foster such innovations, as well as those people who want to be entrepreneurs based on this innovation. So in fact, there are two things fundamental to this process. The first thing is that whether you can foster innovations in the academic area or maybe afterwards. What are all the different intellectual support that are received by people, particularly graduates, youngsters, to foster or to develop their innovation? Whether they could be hand-holded, whether they could be intellectually stimulated, whether they could be supported or not. So this is a big major concern. So there has to be some fundamental changes in our approach towards education. We have to maintain a situation where this innovation process is encouraged thoroughly by the academic system. So unless you have this system, we have, for the namesake, we have certain programs, right? Student ready program and all that. And see the state of affairs across these agriculture universities, you can see how seriously we have taken up those challenges. Even now, I would say those challenges have not been addressed properly by the state agriculture universities. So this is the academic part of that. Second one is, if at all somebody comes up with an idea or a desire to start an enterprise, or how does the state support him? What are the different mechanisms? So we most of the time see only the successful cases. There are so many other unsuccessful cases or failures which have to be very closely examined. So I think that situation is emerging. We have got a much better system as of now. Many state governments, I think I would deliberate on those issues as and when the new other questions come onto my side. I would certainly deliberate on that, how various state governments are fostering this. Various state governments have come up with policy initiatives to support this new environment and things of that kind. As of now, I would like to say that this environment is yet to be made more efficient, and there are so many gaps that have to be filled up. There are so many gaps that have to be plugged through policy, through investment, through fiscal interventions, and so many other measures. So this is the primary response to the questions posed by Dr. Sharavan Raj as of now. I think I will get back afterwards.
Thank you, Dr. Alex. Really putting points very across and very straightforward. And fundamental change needs more still. It is the whole education system and supporting ecosystem need to be changed, and also how to foster the innovations and making the capabilities or competencies among the universities may be the another question. And there may be we need to concentrate on failures, why it is, how we can go for, and how we can make whole system more efficient. We'll come back to all these things and we'll get your suggestions for rectify also these things, how really as a policy, as a administrator or agricultural extension professional, how you see for how to move forward like that. We'll come back to you, Dr. Alex, and there are another director from Directorate of Agribusiness Development. Maybe many of may be aware or not aware. Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, one of the pioneering institute and university, and also one of the oldest agribusiness incubation center was established TNAU along with the CRISAT and others. And other interesting thing, maybe they are role model, whether they will take e-extension to the masses and over the years, and also even hold this ecosystem. They are not only it is limited to the university headquarters and few colleges or something like that. They are trying to move forward remote small campuses also, and not only from a single funding agency are doing small projects, but they host big ecosystem and large number of partners they will work, and they have the decade of rich experience in the incubation ecosystem. And Dr. Sivakumar, we want to pose a question. What you see, what lesson you get when you are moving towards different colleges? For example, some colleges remotely it is located, not from like university headquarters, it is less access, and how that ecosystem more or less it is closer to rural area it is there. Do you feel some difference? And as a director of agribusiness center agribusiness center development, and what you see other universities, what we can offer, what type of ideas or lessons you offer when we take whole innovation or ecosystem we are more and more closer. We want to move to rural areas. And what is your idea on this?
Respected DG and distinguished guests on the panel and CEOs and participants. I thank the manage for giving me this opportunity. As for your question, Dr. Saranraj, it is very welcome to have such incubation centers in the campuses that are in rural areas. We have one in the main campus where daily many people come here because this is a known center and people come here for training and all those things. So they get to know about these facilities, and this has been there since 2007. So regularly visitors are coming, and we are able to get people interested to start business. People come with ideas. The access is also by travel, by train, or any mode is easier. We have a good facilities here for staying, a mess, and all those things are there. So automatically we see every day one or two entrepreneurs coming into asking some queries or something like that. So inflow of customers or clients is not an issue here. We have to segregate and take the proper ones, provide different service to different people, and then go ahead. So, and from different parts of the state, they come here to get this kind of benefit. Now, we have one in Tirunelveli. We have, as you told me, we have 7 in different parts of the state. So let us take with example to Tirunelveli, which is in the southernmost part of Tamil Nadu, where they are focusing on Palmera, and there are many poor people and in and around villages which can directly be catered by this particular institution. So they need not have to come to Coimbatore, they can go nearby. It is more focused on the regional issues. So that way it becomes more relevant in addressing relevant regional issues, and it becomes easily accessible to people in the rural area. So I have told all my incubation centers to first identify 5 or 6 villages, go to the villages, make a presentation. Your existence must be known to them so that they can come and participate in your activities and get benefited. So first they have to go for an outreach. Instead of inviting them to the college, you go to first to the villages, talk about it, and there are a lot of youth people, so that indigenous knowledge and technologies are available in the rural areas, which could be refined and converted into a good product, which will definitely be taken across the state and also to other parts of country and probably exported also. So all these indigenous technologies could be tapped, refined, add some scientific meaning to it, make it a good prototype, and make business out of it. So that way, these institutions that are spread in different parts of the state with the easier access to rural areas and for rural people to participate, that is a greater benefit. I think we should be able to see that they're able to start such incubation centers in regional areas, even though it could be even of a smaller funding with the support from the main center here. We should be able to do this. I think once with the impact of RB is phenomenal. You see, across the country, this project is implemented, and every state, they are benefited. Now think of one center in TNAU and sub-centers across the state. Rural people also will start to benefit, and we can get more and more relevant ideas, screen them, and then take it much better. In this context, I think that starting such centers, maybe in KVK also, or in institutions, because we need centers and scientists or mentors who have to guide them. And one advantage with agricultural university is that we already have the agricultural knowledge, we know agricultural issues, we talk with farmers, so we can easily relate to them and then try to provide the right kind of solutions. So this is my response to you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's really well appreciated, taking not only rural colleges, even KVKs. Then if you are taking KVKs across the country, 714 incubation centers or innovation, that maybe has a huge impact on across among agricultural professionals, agricultural community, farming community, and also it is going 5 to 6 villages in each campus and moving. That may be very interesting for others. Even when we see Hyderabad or Bangalore, large number of incubation centers across cities, but we see hardly any of the incubation center has the real connect with those who are customers or stakeholders, whether it's rural area farmers or others. It is a TNAU's efforts are a welcome sign. I will again come back to you. And again, I will move to Dr. Jijupy Alex. Sir, you clearly indicated we need to have the a strong support or policy, entire mindset we need to change in the universities, and also we need to the capability, or we can tell it is the competencies. For example, when you are promoting more of agripreneurs or agri startups or agri business, we need new competencies. It may not what over the years our faculties or professors and the entire education system, what competencies we have to teach the students that maybe need to be changed. I'm wondering how to inculcate this type of competencies already existing the faculty, and any ideas on this, or how you are visualizing moving forward in this ecosystem?
Certainly, certainly. In fact, this is a very important question. I think transformation should be coming exactly in the way Dr. Sharavanan has put it. In fact, so far, the faculty of agriculture universities, and for that matter, the scientific community of the Indian Council of Agriculture Research as well, I would say, was not exposed to this kind of, I would say, challenges which are coming on a large way. Now the situation has changed. As I have noticed earlier, the entire country has moved on to a new system, which is warranted because of the various changes that are happening at the global level. This is not only because of the instigation by the political leadership across the world. Global changes also demand that kind of a transition from the mandatory customs and functions of the state agriculture universities and scientific institutions to this kind of a mode of connecting with a brand new group of actors which are outside our realm, which were absolutely outside the realm of the university. Even though there had been several transfer of technology programs, there had been several industry connects and so many other programs that were initiated way back in the 1990s, those actions have not gathered momentum as we had expected. But all of a sudden, due to, as I said, due to the global demand, there has been a change. So how do you respond to this change in the entire system of learning and teaching, particularly in view of this new environment which has come up, is very, very important. First and foremost, I think we have to concentrate more on the applicability of the technologies that we have. So far, we have been going for technology adaptation process, and we have called it as technology appropriation, technology refinement, and things of that kind. And while doing that process, we had mostly the farmers or the producers in our perspective. Now that situation has changed. It is not only the farmers. As I said, a new brand of actors have been added on to our clientele. And this clientele is a well-educated, diversified, very focused clientele, which would certainly question the credibility of the source of information or the technology. So this is very important. So all our applicability of the technologies have to be now reoriented. So for this, I think there should be adequate research support. So how can you scale up your application such that it can be used by an industry, or at least at the small scale or the medium level, whether this technology could be applied or be scaled up, which could be converted or transformed into an enterprise. And second one is that whether you can make this technology feasible by making appropriate revenue models which can transform these ideas into enterprises. So there also, I think there has to be a lot of intellectual input from the academic community. So this is what I would very briefly tell about the research segment of the universities. They have to work hard to tailor-made their products and technologies to suit this environment. When it comes to social scientists and extension mechanisms which are existing in such universities and scientific institutions, I think there has to be a thorough reorientation of their approach. We have to be more professional. We have to have more competencies. In fact, I have listed so many things. See, there are so many new terminologies and processes and actors, organizations, their ways of funding, and so many other complicated things which have come up as part of this new environment which is emerging. Say, for example, we have this venture capital, we have this boot up startup systems. We have to understand what exactly is the dynamics in the market. You have to give counseling on various issues related to enterprise. It is not only a question of marketing, it's a question of innovation management. stage of innovation, you have to manage the processes. So this kind of a new challenge has come up, and it is now the, I would say, the bounden duty of the social scientists, particularly the economists and extension scientists of these universities, and also, say, for example, people who are dealing with business administration, to deal with these challenges. They have to acquaint themselves with the dynamics of this process, and also they have to acquaint with the new technologies. They have to go for technology adoption, and they have to understand what are the new paradigms of entrepreneurship which is existing in the country. How is it working in relation to the global paradigm? How the grassroots level paradigm is going to work in line with the state policies and the central policies? What are the interplays which are possible, and what are the implications of the various policies which are coming? I would say, even without much deliberations, new policies are coming up. So all these things have bestowed upon this scientific community larger responsibilities, I would say. And I think for this, you have to have much more focused understanding of the current system. So this is how we have to equip ourselves to address these issues. So this is my take on this particular question posed by Dr. Sharman. Right.
Thank you, sir. A lot of interesting points are raised, and we are also making recording of these sessions, and also we make it available, and also we are planning to have the small policy brief on this webinar. We will circulate. And moving forward, TNAU, again, it is a 13 years old, and maybe very interesting experiences, and also there are challenges when dealing with large number of startups. Dr. Sivakumar, I want to know about what is the interesting thing you have seen last 13 years of experience from TNAU, and also you can put for us challenges, how it is, because there are a large number of participants also from the universities and private colleges, many young assistant professors, others. They may be interested to take up similar agri incubation ecosystem in their own universities or colleges. That's why what is the strength, and what are the lessons you learned, and how interesting things are moved forward, and what are the challenges, something you are putting for this group that will be good for us. Thank you.
It is 13 years since the directorate was started. So once the directorate was started, they were posted, and the university officer was posted, and he did not have much of idea about how to go about it. So they visited institutions across the country, starting from ICRISAT. At that time, they were good in incubation. So they went and talked to them and then see how it is going on. And they visited other. Then first we started off with the technology commercialization. With what we had technologies. We tried to commercialize. We tried to bring in consultancy under this directorate. So this happened for a few years. And in 2011, with ICRISAT, we proposed one project for technology business incubator to DST, Science and Technology. At that time, Science and Technology was sanctioning technology business incubators across the country, and they were providing about 2.5 crores for a 5-year period for starting up this incubation center. So we had an MOU with ICRISAT, and they came and we started working with them, and then we proposed this. In the meantime, ICR also brought in this business planning and development unit, and TNA was one of the beneficiary of this business planning and development unit. So we also applied to ICR. Fortunately, we were able to get both. Like I am telling it in a simple sentence, that preparation, presentation, comments, and review, it is very rigorous. And we are able to go through this with the support of ICRISAT. So if the institutions that are going into these kinds of activities, they can take support with some institutions like Manage, KAU, who have got experience, in TNAU. We can share our experience, and you can cut down the time or errors that we are going to commit. So once in 2011, we got both. So at TNAU main campus, and then we started implementing. ICRISAT, the project period is over, and they got disconnected. Unfortunately, we are able to get in Mr. Gnanasambandam in 2013. So in the meantime, in 2011 to 13, we implemented this BPD. So though we had both the funds, we started off with BPD and we completed BPD. We created facilities, labs, processing units, and all those things. And once the ICRISAT got disconnected, we had Mr. Gnanasambandam pitching into this area. And since then, he has been the CEO. So this continuity has helped us, or a very important factor. So he has been with us from the start, and he knows every step that he has done. So the experience is still with us, which is being beneficial in implementing our projects now and taking it forward. So initially the challenges are in getting members, taking this across to different people that we have this kind of a new facility. So for which we need clients, and then at that time the funding was only for infrastructure and conducting trainings and these kinds of activities. So there is no grant for any pre-seed grant or seed funding was not available. So without that, we have to only talk to people and say, come, we have to do, and some meager funds we are able to get. Then MSME came into assistance. So we are able to get MSME assistance for the incubators that we had. Primarily, we are providing business services because being at Coimbatore, we get a lot of inquiries about products. So all the inquiries have been given as demand to the incubators, and they were able to capitalize on that. And in Coimbatore, every year we have this international exhibition for 3 days throughout the country. People come and then they do. So NABARD sponsored space in the Agri Intex 3 days. So they sponsored the space, and about 10 to 15 incubators, they exhibited their products and they got it marketed. So this kind of, and wherever across India these exhibitions happen, we participate. We provide space for our incubators and they exhibit their products and they start selling. So these kind of things. And in the meantime, we brought in banks as members of the incubation center. So they, we have close interaction with the incubators and startups. So they were able to fund these startups for their product development and also for starting up businesses. So loans we were able to provide, MSME funding was going on, all these things were fine. We were still writing only to DST for getting this programs like EIR. Then now Entrepreneurship Development Institute, Chennai is providing innovation voucher program for which they have 2 schemes like pre-seeding and seed funding also they give. So we start writing to them, and now after we have 325 odd clients now in different categories. Okay. About 50-60 innovative products, business services we have provided, technologies we have transferred. So every step is a challenge. Like first the challenge is that the incubators expect some kind of grant. They cannot invest their money. Risk is one thing there. So mentoring has to be done, first thing. Then based on mentoring, then we have to support them with some kind of grant so that they will be able to take it up further. Otherwise, they find it very difficult. So these 2 things getting is very, very difficult. So being in TNAU, we have a lot of scientists and networking started happening with industry people. So mentoring became relatively easier, but in getting grants was still very difficult. And thanks to this RKVY program from managed and central government, now we are able to give grants to the people. Now they have hope, and we see a lot of people coming to us and for something. And this year onwards, we are implementing the Nidhi Entrepreneur in Residence funded by Department of Science and Technology. So they get a grant of about maximum 30,000 rupees per month for 10 incubators we can give, in-house incubators. So we have made the selection and we are starting this from next week onwards. So we should be able to bring in these grants. Okay, our revenue model, we don't charge any of our incubators. We don't get any money from our incubators or entrepreneurs because they're all small startups and we would like to allow them to grow. We don't even take equity. So we have been thriving only on the grants, whatever revenue that we generate out of the rental space that we have. For grants we get for conducting training programs and all those things. So over a period of 5 years, we have a deposit of about 1.5 crores in the bank, which will carry us through for the next a few years, even if we don't get any funding. But now RKVY funding is there, EIR funding is there. So these funds will be useful for meeting the staff requirements and the other expenses. So we would be able to carry forward with this kind of funding. So the challenges would be in terms of first mentoring, getting a team of mentors and networking with the people, which is essential. Then getting grants so that we would be able to give funds to our incubators, and it's not only just giving them advice. So grants and loans, soft loans through Mudra Bank and all those things. So these things have to happen. Only then it will become more successful.
Thank you, sir. All detailed experience, and it is 30 years, and it's putting in 5-6 minutes. It is thank you very much. And anybody starting incubation centers, they should maybe visit the TNAU, and they need to get more insights that maybe much more useful for those who are newly starting, because 13 years is long years. Considering these days everybody is willing to start incubation centers, but this experience surely it will be helpful large number of incubators or other institutions. And moving forward, and again many states like Karnataka or Kerala, Maharashtra, there are states which are vibrant in whole incubation ecosystem. And Dr. Sudhir, again from Kerala Agriculture University, he also associated with the Kerala Startup Mission. And we hear many times Karnataka we hear, or Kerala will hear state startup mission, they are funding, they are supporting. And we feel among other states, they may be these two states very often we hear, and incubators will come, they really supporting like that we used to hear. And Professor Sudhir, and how this whole ecosystem, state government and Kerala Agriculture University, it's each other complementing. How, especially first we want to hear about the state innovation mission, how it is happening and what are the services they are offering. Dr. Sudhir, yeah, please.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Saravanan, for first of all inviting me for this webinar. And all my senior faculty members are here, GGP Alex, and also the director from TNAU. And Kerala is the first state, actually, one state which has brought out the startup policy.
Dr. Sudhir, audio is very low. Audio is not coming.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Kindly keep mic little nearby. Somebody audio is low. Yeah, kindly speak mic nearby your mouth. Yeah.
Okay, is it okay now? Is it audible?
Yeah, now it's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you, Dr. Saravanan and Manoj, for arranging such a webinar. And I also thank my director and also the entire university system for helping to cooperate with us for the activities of the Agribusiness Incubation Unit and the Kerala Agriculture University. And as you know, Business Incubation Unit of Kerala Agriculture University has got only 6 years of experience. We started in 2014 onwards. Business Incubation Unit is working and the Kerala Agriculture University. But as you all aware, the Kerala is the first state which started with a startup policy, and that is with the vision of Kerala state government. And we initiated that the startup policy, and because of that, actually, the startup ecosystem in Kerala is well developed. Okay, of course, with the interaction of the agribusiness incubation facilities, which is set up in across the state with the state ICR Institute and SAUs. Almost now we have nearly 14 incubation ABIs. Okay, well established ABIs. We have 10 plus, and a minor incubation unit as with KVK, with the assistance of support of KVKs, we have again another small 14 incubation centers. Of course, 7 with KAU, and again another remaining 4 with 7 with ICR and the private sector. But KAU has mainly 4 business incubation units, and again geographically this 10 to 12 incubation centers are set and geographically starting from our southern state from Kerala, means our Trivandrum to Kasaragod. In almost every district, we have incubation facilities, which maybe the domain may be different. For example, some incubation centers may be related with tuber crops, some with spices, some with fish, and some Kerala. But being Kerala Agriculture University is expertise in entire cross-section, like almost all the faculties. And with the support of entire faculties, our business incubation unit is working in better way that I am expecting, and we are able to cater the needs of the startups who's coming from different. Their needs are different. For example, fruits or vegetables or rice, millets, we are able to meet it. When it comes on meat or fish, definitely, naturally, we will be using the network of incubation facilities within Kerala state. And we have a good rapport with all the heads of other incubation units also, which is with ICR institutes like CTCRI, CPCRI, IASR, and SIFT. has got excellent incubation facilities, but their incubation facilities are limited to that their own major mandate crops. And what this network is actually a perfect linkage of this network across the Kerala with all this incubation unit. It is working perfectly, and the linkage with in the administration as well as the startup ecosystem with the help of our startup mission, because we have a good rapport with the startup mission also. So as you know, because of the RAFTAAR Agribusiness Incubation Program, we are supporting the for the startups up to 5 lakhs, and for the seed stage funding we are giving up to 25 lakhs. But the startup mission is funding for women-based system for 10 lakhs, and also they actually this is a win-win situation, or give and take policy, because if they are getting a startup, very good startup based on agriculture setup, they will recommend to move to Kerala Agriculture University. And similarly, if some startups are coming here with the general aspects, then we will recommend them to the startup mission Kerala. So this is as a synergistic effect. Okay, so that, definitely, so this startup ecosystem in Kerala with the support of Kerala Startup Mission, it is going good. And again, with the help of ICR startup agribusiness units within the Kerala, definitely it is helpful to the startups coming in agri sector. And as my earlier speaker told, every day now in TNU, it was mentioned about they are getting 2 or 3 startup, and then I think it is more maybe because of the startup effect of Kerala Startup Mission also. We are almost getting more than 5 agri startups or related entrepreneurs are coming into our incubation units, and they are working in the main center itself at headquarters. And if you are counting about the number of startups people coming into the other incubation units facilities, definitely it will be 25 plus, I'm sure, because the other startup units within Kerala, just like Kerala Agriculture University, we have at least 6 more ABIs working almost in the similar fashion. So at ABI at Cochin and Kasaragod and at Trivandrum, we have 2 ABIs. So ecosystem wise and ABI system wise, network system is well established in Kerala state. And many are coming into because even in this COVID pandemic situation, we have witnessed many people, many expertise from mechanical engineering background or electrical engineering or electronics and computer and MBA graduates. Many are coming to the agri-based startup, and they would like to start an industry based on agriculture and with the technological advancement. So we are assisting them again with the support of RKVY-RAFTAAR, and also NAHP CAST project also sanctioned to Kerala Agriculture University for the establishment of agribusiness incubation. So this is with the support of state government as such. They have funded 4 crores to agribusiness incubation facility of Kerala. So state government is supporting agribusiness incubation center of Kerala Agriculture, and not only to the main agribusiness Kerala Agriculture University agribusiness incubator. State government is supporting the entire ecosystem or entire agribusiness incubation across the state, and that is actually the initial fund, seed money has come from the state government. Okay, state government has already identified the importance of agribusiness incubation system for the sustainability of agriculture in the production catchment and in the state. Naturally, it will be GDP growth for the country also. So this is in brief. I think this is my take on your question. So thank you.
It is a little detail also. It is encouraging to note the state governments and how supporting and complement each other, and a large number of district level, large number of incubation centers are coming. Maybe it's a role model for many other states also to take more complementary and it's very vibrant ecosystem. Maybe state government, we need to see similar in other states. And we'll come back to again Professor Sudhir, and with us Professor Balahusain Reddy. Angro, Acharya NG Agriculture University, one of the oldest university and also pioneering university. However, they recently shifted to different part of the state and they are in now Guntur headquarter and this our RKVY-RAFTAAR Agri Incubation Center. It is at Tirupati and maybe the young. Even though it's oldest university, but still we can get newly infrastructure, everything coming up, and maybe Dr. Balagussein Reddy also newly joined. And what is your opinion about whole incubation ecosystem and emerging in Andhra Pradesh? Because Andhra Pradesh in agriculture one of the much talked because of natural farming or whatever it may be. Agriculture, state government giving a lot of importance for natural farming and similar areas going. And what is you see as a agri incubation ecosystem is emerging and agriculture, how it can help? Dr. Balagussein Reddy.
So, good morning, sir. The senior professor, the director of extension KAU, director of extension Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, and the other directors. As Saravanan sir told, so Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, I mean, the Agri Business Incubation Center is a very young, is at very young budding stage. This actually we started at Tirupati during 2018-19 year, but actually the implementation of the program started from June 2020. So it's very young and even the establishment of the incubation center is still going on. So coming to this university, actually it's one of the oldest university, and then after bifurcation of the state from Telangana, the university has been established at Lam Guntur. And so we are having 33 research stations across the state, sir. And then falling under 6 agroclimatic zones, wherein the location specific problem taken up as the research projects, and to give the most suitable technologies, maybe the processes or practices, or maybe the machinery, location specific machinery, and so other aspects to the farmers. So coming to this natural farming, actually in the recent years, the government of AP is giving priority to natural farming and then organic farming practices. But still, there is a lot of developments need to be, it is at a farming stage. I mean, we're encouraging the farmers to go for the organic farming, but still there should be some, what we say, the organization in the sense, the marketing that and the structure, infrastructure development should be developed. Coming to this Agri-Business Incubation Center of Tirupati, we're having started with two programs, Agri-Business Orientation Program with the name of YOCH, where we'll be given pre-seed stage funding, maybe up to 5 lakhs, as said by our other colleagues. And then the other one is Agri-Business Incubation Program for startups. So with the brand name of Agri Invo, where seed stage funding is given up to 25 lakhs. So in the recent group, I mean, 2 groups were there for the Agri YOCH group and then Agri Invo group. Out of the 2 groups, 9 incubators, I mean, 9 startups were selected for funding from the Ministry of Agriculture. And so, I mean, regarding the type of ideas that we have got from the different sectors, maybe the mechanization, agriculture mechanization, then fertigation, irrigation, water management, then IoT, value addition, hydroponics. So there were different ideas. I mean, people have come with different ideas. And then since it is actually agriculture being a very complex subject, sometimes the individual ideas may not work out. I mean, the people who are coming with the ideas, they need to have collaboration with some other people. For example, even if you take an agriculture graduate also, you need to collaborate with the different traditional subject. I mean, traditional graduates also, or even with IT people, and then even with hardware people. So that collaboration will really actually help. As you know that the technology is so developed, and even for example, we know that Google is following. Google is following better I mean, Google knows better about me. For example, if I take myself, Google knows better about me than my parents and even my wife also. So because it's always fine. I mean, the technology is so much developed, and agriculture being a complex subject, person having a single idea sometimes may not be working out. And always the people who are coming with the ideas to the incubation center, they should keep in mind that they need to deal it in a win-win situation as when it comes to the agriculture and allied sectors. Because the base, the platform is the farming community, and the survey shows that the farming community, they are ready to leave the what you say, this enterprise if they are given some other choice. So we need to come with a win-win situation. We are supposed not to exploit the farming community. So what I can say for the people or the entrepreneurs, they need to come with the sustainable ideas and they should have some vision. What will happen? I mean, it should be like maybe they should have a direction like a movie director, where he should start the movie and where he should end. So likewise, the people who are coming with the ideas, they should also have the idea, vision, how to enter, I mean, how to make their idea a sustainable one. And then they need to, because of this globalization that and all, they need to have some, what we say, there will be some competitors even from across the globe also. So they need to keep all these aspects because, for example, they need to even upgrade within the uh, maybe in the time frame also they need to upgrade because I need to tell one example. Uh, Kodak company, film company, actually they were once they were the global leaders, but maybe they have not changed their technologies with the changing scenario. So they have, I mean, they have come, I mean, they are out of the marketing system because they are no more existing. So what I mean to say is people should upgrade the changing scenario in the system also. And they should have, I mean, come with some out of box thinking also. The people who are coming to the incubation centers also should have some out of box thinking also. For example, we are using all out machines for the very decade or more than decade also for maybe the management of the mosquitoes. So some out of box thinking, why can't you use a thing, I mean, this is my just idea. Why can't you use similar type of machines or maybe the fumigating machines for management of the pest and diseases, because the sucking pest complex is very severe and then it's the root cause of so many diseases also. So some things like that. I mean, some out of box thinking idea, but it should have some viability and then it should have some sustainability over a period of time. So maybe keeping in mind of this globalization also, we need to change with the changing scenario. And even some ideas like people have come with some ideas like mechanization. Since our most of the machineries that are being imported are suitable only for some big land holdings, and so since our land holdings are very small, we need to develop some mechanization that are suitable for our small land holdings, which is actually a big hurdle in adoption of the mechanization. So people coming for with this agri related ideas should work with the farmers and then should talk with the farmers. They should reside in the villages and then they should understand actually what are the problems. So what are the technologies that are actually developed for the welfare of the human being or the for our well-being are almost related. I mean, they have observed.
Dr. Balav Singh, I think
Yes,
is unmute. Yeah. Okay. Carry on. Quickly. Yeah.
So some ideas sometimes will look wild. For example, establishment of curry corners. No one expected that curry corners will be so successful. This is the changing lifestyle. So people are observing the changing lifestyles of the human beings, and then accordingly, some of the startups and then Swiggy, all these things have come, and then they are sustainable. Similarly, in agriculture also, there are so many areas where farmers need, and then we need to observe in which area we can go, and then the things can be, our ideas will be sustainable things like that. Coming to the AP, actually AP we're having AP Innovation Society, which actually not more confined to the agriculture, but more focusing on IT related aspects. And then this AP Innovation Society actually is established with the objective of creating the homegrown entrepreneurs through innovations. So with a robust infrastructure of 4 technology business incubators and 1 TBI, technology business accelerator, across the state of AP.
So this mostly on general things, is it not, Dr. Balagusen Reddy? This AP Innovation Council more doing on all the things, all the areas, if I understand. Okay. Okay, agriculture means we'll take it. Anyway, we'll go for other speakers, then we'll come back to you again. Thank you very much. And again, thank you very much, Dr. Balagusen Reddy, putting some of the basic, some of the very important things, like anybody want to be successful in startups, they need to more collaborative mindset, they need to work on. And again, it is from learning from farmers and getting their problems, and based on that, bringing solutions, it will be more sustainable. And it's something like it is a social angle, social enterprise like that, something. It is not, already farmers are in distress. We should not exploit more in the name of startups or making the business. That was Dr. Balagusen Reddy very clearly articulated. And thank you, Dr. Balagusen Reddy, for your straightforward, some of the interesting ideas and which startups need to take it up. And with us again, Dr. Nana Sambandam. He is carrying 13 years of experience and long years of experience in TNAU. Sir, what do you think about RKVY-RAFTAAR? You've seen many programs in India which were implemented by different ministries and different departments promoting agri startups. And maybe the one of the latest addition, maybe this RKVY-RAFTAAR agri startups program. What do you think about RKVY-RAFTAAR incubation centers and also this grants program, sir? Yeah, Mr. Ranasamandam.
Sir, very good morning to everybody. So thank you, Dr. Saravanan sir, for giving me an opportunity in this forum. So as our director, Dr. Sivakumar sir, was telling about the incubation side. So we have been working with, now we are currently working with 3 funding agencies. So one is the DST, another one is the Ministry of Agriculture for RKVY. And so Nidhi DST is another, this an entrepreneur in residence. We have got very new, it's a new project. So 3 agencies we are working with. And what I think is actually based on our previous experience, so technology business incubators, about 160 plus technology business incubators are functioning across the country. So they are actually concentrating on almost, it's a diversified area. So they don't have a kind of concentration, very large concentration for agribusiness incubation. So it is a kind of a diverse area. They are in the field of even software development. So they are recently come into nanotextiles, and so many things are there. So this Ministry of Agriculture, this RKVY-RAFTAAR RAB project is a unique project wherein it is concentrating on the agri startups. And so since we are all working on the agri-business incubation side, I think it is a very unique project concentrated on the agri innovations. So we need to concentrate on the agri innovation side. And so this project gives us a very great opportunity to identify the innovative ideas where people are developing new things, new process, new product. So all these kind of, it's a very great opportunity for young entrepreneurs who are willing to come into agribusiness side. So this is a platform wherein, since we are also a state agriculture university, so we can connect to the people, individuals or startups who are willing to come into the agri entrepreneurship side. So this is I think this is a great platform for promoting the agri-business incubation, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nana Sambandam, for your views. And it's, of course, one of the unique RKVY around many years. And this may be one of the unique initiative from Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, and also reaching large number of startups. And also another unique thing is anybody can apply. Those who are having innovative idea or startups, there is no criteria based on anything, education or status, or no, there is no anybody, farmer can come, and those who are having innovation startup, that may be the one of the very unique program. And also it's the grants. Over the years, always we look for the loans and equity or even angel capital, other things. We'll go for the many other things. But it's a grants, straight away encouraging the entrepreneurs, those who can really do something for the society and they can make better business in the agriculture.
And DST, sir, kindly excuse me, sir. So
Yeah.
DST has been providing, as our director was telling, grants for actually establishing incubators and supporting entrepreneurs to develop their idea. So the Ministry of Agriculture is the first project, the RKVY project, wherein a direct grant is being given to an entrepreneur who comes up with an innovative idea. So that is a very great support for encouraging people to become an entrepreneur, sir.
Exactly.
That is my added information input.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Nanasambandam. And with us again, thank you, Nanasambandam. Again, we'll come back to you. And Dr. Sagar Desmukh, he is the business manager and assistant professor in agribusiness management, and he is having the specialization in the veterinary. And he is basically veterinary graduate and having specialization in the agribusiness management, PhD in agribusiness management. And we manage, even though having almost 25 years of experience in agribusiness management. First, we developed techno managers for the agribusiness industries, and we run across the country. ACABC, Agri Clinics, Agribusiness Centers program last almost 18 years to encourage the agriculture graduates, and today even science graduates, diploma holders are eligible to make the agribusiness and also farm consultancy to the farmers, so that public extension to support. And with this journey of agribusiness management in Manage, Incubation Center is one of the new addition for us also. And Dr. Sagar is actively involved in RKVY-RAFTAAR, and also we have another center, Manage ACABC Incubation Center. There also we run different type of programs, mentoring programs, and because searching the local innovations across the country. Dr. Sagar, last almost 3.5 years, also 4 years, you are seeing large number of graduates or innovators or those who want to start business, they are coming, and also we see large number of applications coming for the RKVY-RAFTAAR incubation centers. If you see this type of applications, what type of candidates are coming? What is your opinion on this? Who are the people are applying, and what are things when you look somebody applying for the any innovation program or grants program? What are things you are looking? What is overall opinion? Even who are the people really applying for this type of startups or agribusiness they want to start? Dr. Sagar, yeah.
Thank you for the question, sir. So generally what we observe is, in terms of the applications, we get the applications from varied, different geographical areas with different educational backgrounds and different stages of the businesses. What happens is people, let's say there are different types of programs altogether, and which are meant for different type of stakeholders. So let's say agri clinics and agribusiness center scheme is for specific type of set of people, so that we consider as agribusiness. And when there is another program RAFTAAR, so that is specifically targeting about the startups, so where more of technological intervention is being sort of. And other, let's say the sectoral differentiation, say if you are core to the agri, if you are from the livestock, so you are in the fisheries and allied sector. So this is like a very diverse set of people who are coming up and applying for the getting the benefit in terms of either mentoring or the financial assistance. But what happens is, what generally we look for, or what segregates from them is the stage of the business at which they are applying. So that is the first demarcation which comes up. Some are at the ideation stage. So we generally look for what conceptual clarity do these people have. So if they are clear enough what they exactly want to do, that makes their application more stronger. But however, some of them come with a plain background, plain as in just have a wild thought into the mind, and they want to explore whether that will work out or not. So that's just like a feasibility test. So this is like another set of people who we need to work at first. It's like a pre-incubation counseling has to happen with them. Based on that, they can then zero in with the actual thought process with what exactly they should go further, at least to try with. The preliminary idea has to get converted into prototype. So what is it first that they have to decide? That is the first criteria which is been sort of. Then further things moves on. If someone comes up at the latter stage, let's say at the scale up stage, so there is a different set of requirement that is for this particular startup. So these people definitely have the better clarity what these people are doing. but then how to go further, that is the challenge that these people are facing. So we need to work with, we basically need to identify what are the different troubles these people are facing, and then we need to club them together so that we can offer them a right program. Even we do get open applications. So let's say in the program we have called for the acabc incubation center, we have an incubation program. So there we have kept it open for all, but then as and when we get the application, we segregate them as per their requirements. So a specific niche segment will be created, and accordingly the benefit will be transferred to them. So some people, some businesses, they will be good fit for the bank loans. Some people will be good fit for the grantee needs or the investments. So that is based on the scale of a growth. The basically few points which we look for is the attitude of the person, the compatibility with team members and the expertise of the team, the feasibility in terms of the execution of the plan, the need addressed by, or we can say in different words, the problem addressed. So how big the problem is. So the people who have this type of understandings can take it further. And altogether, the business model which is being proposed by these people. So business model holds a strong key in terms of their acumen, business development acumen, how these people want to take their business further. What is the probable span of taking the business from one stage to the next stage? So these are few points which are being sought, that if someone has a thought of it in the mind, so we can further hone their skills, guide them to take this further. Generally, people who come up what they need to do, how we can tell them how that can be done. But if someone comes with what exactly they should do, then it takes a lot of brainstorming with the experts, and then we can figure it out how should they do it. So this is like a basic thing which we generally see and observe in terms of the applications and the starters who are coming up with us.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Sagar. Again, continuation of this. You see, large number of our even partners are most of come from with a lot of technical backup or technical support. They have in-house technical support like universities or ICR institutes. But the institution like management institutions and like Manage, we are running incubation center. What do you feel? What strength do you feel, and how we can move forward? What is your idea for other management institutions to take? Anyway, IIMs are many, they are taking the big way. What difference you feel, because you worked in the technology incubation centers like Indian Institute of Rice, IRI, Indian Institute of Indian Agriculture Research Institute, and also you are in NOM, like that even ICR institutes were there, and also you are working in the private sector. And when we are now working with our partners, they will come with a lot of technological backup like TNAU, KAU, and ANGRU, and also ICR, IIM, or Indian Institute of Millet Research. What do you think some strength in the Manage, and how we can move forward, and what are things you think?
Okay, so we can take it in this way. So when we talk about a business, for a business, there are two major aspects which we generally look at it. So when we talk about the institutions, let's say research institutions or the agriculture universities, they are pretty much strong enough in terms of the technical aspect of a business. Let's say the product development. So if someone is coming up with some product, so that fortification, bringing up the best quality product, that becomes a forte of an institution or a research institute. But then there is another set of institutions like IIMs, IITs, or even the management institutions like Manage, NIAM. So the strength of this institution lies in the other aspect of a business, which goes towards the market, network, and the connect with the better stakeholders. So that is like another business aspect of the another aspect of a business, wherein they need to have a front end integration. So this is a strength for these institutions to leverage. So let's say the IIMs or IITs or the management institutions, other management institutions, they will hone the functional part of a business. Let's say planning, directing, marketing, and networking, raising the funds from different set of people who are there in the market. Let's say venture capitalists or the angel investors. So this is another set of, this is a different ball game which startups has to play. When we talk about the agriculture sector, agriculture per se, when we talk about agriculture sector, now that got shifted toward agribusiness, and then agribusiness is getting shifted towards agri-tech. So there is a different shift is happening towards the look or a focus. Now this is like more emphasis is getting towards the business aspect of it. Say now, since there is a technology transfer was given a long time to come up, so there was a considerable time wherein the technologies were coming out of the universities and research institutions. So that was like a foolproof plan which was available. So now that is to be taken to the market. So that is a different set of requirement these startups or the entrepreneurs have in terms of taking it to the market. So this is like a different functional area which they have to gain strength into. So let's say if someone is from the agriculture background or so, they will be very strong enough to make a product, but then selling the product into the market, it's an entirely different set of understanding is required. And that can happen, or that can be leveraged with the network connect with, let's say, taking the example of a manage is widely connected with huge pool of entrepreneurs, which is more than 70,000 entrepreneurs. 110 institutions are connected through acabc, and then large number of institutions in ICR and CSR manage is pretty much connected with. So that is like a different set of functional area which startups are looking forward. So once they are ready with the product, then taking the product to the market with ease. So they need not to spend much of the investments into the building up the further connections, front-end connections with different stakeholders, distributors. So that becomes pretty much convenient for them when they get into the forum of entrepreneurs who are like-minded or who have gone through the similar stages. So it becomes more convenient for them to understand with them. In terms of management, we call it as a shadowing. So when someone works with them, let's say, let's take an example of internship. So when someone become an internee of a already existing guy, so he will know where he should improvise. So there will be like a easy passage for him to get connects and improvise quickly. So these are the strengths which lies with these type of institutions.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sagar, articulating your views. And going forward, I have one common question for both senior directors, Dr. GGP Alex and also Dr. Sivakumar. Over the years, if you see whole universities, they will do research or come with this type of projects and all schemes, we will do it. But once you want to take into mass, at the end of the day, we need to reach other the connecting agencies, something like state agricultural departments or land departments. And even these startups need to be connected with those who are working in the field with the farmers, like how we can, these startups can partner with agriculture development practitioners, maybe from agriculture developmental departments or even NGOs or other agribusiness companies, those who are working. What role whole agricultural extension playing over the years? How it will change? What do you see? How whole role of agriculture extension from university side to and also state governments departments? How to change? Because it is not technology transfer, as Professor Alex also clearly indicated. It is something more innovation capacity, not only for these startups, even the farmers' innovation capacity we need to increase, because today people are talking about climate change or connecting with the markets, and these farmer producer companies are coming and they are doing their own branding and they are trying to reach the consumers directly. The whole scenario is changing. That means whole our extension setup or the mindset or the way our competence is developed, everything need to be changed. From experience of these incubation centers, how we can take these experiences to reach large number of farmers and other stakeholders through other agencies like developmental departments or NGOs, and how universities can infuse this, inculcate this type of experience to this type of developmental players. That's what my question. Dr. Professor GGP Alex.
In fact, what you have pointed out is the most important thing. In fact, we have been talking about frontline extension in our conventional extension terminology, but this I think has got much more role to play as far as entrepreneurship development or startup or the other activities involved in this new paradigm is concerned. Here also we have to lead the way, we have to show the way. So in fact, the agriculture university may not be able to reach out to the entire population or the farming community, and we cannot equip them with the capabilities required to be entrepreneurs. It is not possible at all. But this can be the hub of knowledge which can be disseminated through so many other agencies which are around us. And when you talk about the startup ecosystem, we should also bear in mind that this is not confined to the agriculture university alone. We have seen so many agencies involved in this process. Say, take the example of Kerala. I can say, just like what is happening at the national level, more than a dozen agencies are involved in the same process. They are doing one or the other way, they are doing the same activity. They have the same structure. They have this kind of technology transfer from various institutions, which includes agriculture as well. They have facilities for incubation. They have fostered the innovations, or maybe academically. I do not know what actually is happening, but still, on page or on records, every organization is involved in this process, because this is an inevitable process and this is the natural course of action. So nobody can keep away from this. So whatever model which has been posed in front of us, every institution is following that model. So in Kerala, my experience is that there are several programs. As Dr. Sudhir had said, this was the state which had a startup policy in 2014, and it is one of the most vibrant startup ecosystem in the country. And the analysis of various sectors which are coming up in the startup ecosystem, or maybe or availing this provisions of the startup ecosystem, we can see manufacturing and the Internet of Things and kinds of that assumes almost about 27% of the total innovations or enterprises which are coming up in Kerala. Artificial intelligence is 21%. Agriculture has a share of 20%. So this is the amount of innovations or enterprises or startups which are coming, for that matter, take it all together using a common terminology, which are coming up in the field of agriculture. And there are almost about 10 which are catering to the requirements. So, for example, the world famous Kudumbashri, the network of self-help groups, they are on a large way into entrepreneurship development. They are particularly micro enterprises development, and also they are involved in medium scale enterprises as well of late. So in fact, they also have this program of entrepreneurship development, skilling, management, and also revenue model preparation, and ever so many other things, whatever processes that we usually deal with in entrepreneurship development or in startup. They are doing the same thing. But the issue is they do not have the expertise to these skilling programs. So this is where the agriculture university steps in. So this is the point where we can take it along with us. So we enter into an agreement with the Kudumbashri, and we train the trainers, particularly master trainers and program managers of Kudumbashri. So that means we have got a reach which can be extended across the state. So the agriculture university, with its limited resources and scientists, would be able to reach out to the entire network of Kudumbashri units across the state by giving training and facilitation program to the master trainers or the program managers. So we have taken up a program like this, and we have entered into an MOU to see that these programs are mostly done by the agriculture universities. Just like that, we have the SFAC, Small Scale Farmer Business Agribusiness Consortium. We have the Small Industry Service Institutes. We have the District Industry Center. We have the State Small Industries Corporation. We have the State's Finance Corporation. Recently, there has been a program declared by the Chief Minister, the Chief Minister's Entrepreneurship Development Program. It gives up to 50 lakhs rupees. And if it is cutting edge technologies or very innovative enterprises, it can go up to 1 crore. And in fact, they will be given training for 5 days. And there is a possibility for the agriculture university to take a role in this. We can take up that responsibility of training people for 5 days. So they become eligible for this particular, just like what is happening in the RKVY-RAFTAAR. Maybe we can think of even much greater programs. So we have the State Industries Corporation, Directorate of Industries, State Industries Promotion Corporation. So there has to be an integrated approach wherein all these 9 departments have to be harnessed. Along with that, the Department of Agriculture also has got several programs. They have their own small-scale programs for entrepreneurship development and skill development. So all these programs need not be startups per se. Interchangeably, we may have to use these terminologies, because startups, sometimes it need not be based on an absolutely new innovation and all that. It could be based on maybe run-of-the-mill technology also. But the thing is, the university can be the first and foremost hub of knowledge, or the source of knowledge, not only in terms of technology, in terms of other processes also. Say, for example, how do you establish an enterprise? How do you make a market survey? How do you intervene in the market? How do you manage an innovation? What are the different consultancy services which can be given? So all these frontier areas which are required to facilitate this startup ecosystem can emanate from the State Agriculture University. That is why in the first response, I very pointedly said that unless the university system equips itself with this kind of capabilities, we cannot be the hub of this knowledge dissemination process. So this is the first and most important thing. I think we are in the process of having agreements with many of such institutions and agencies which are in the process of entrepreneurship development and startup initiation. And many activities, many agencies are approaching us with the queries whether we would be able to be a partner. So entering into such kind of partnerships and negotiating with such partners, it need not be government alone. If you have got license with the government, it will be well and good, because you will be able to reach out to the entire area, and also you can cater to the requirements of the grassroots level institutions, particularly micro enterprises, which I think personally is the most important thing which has to be fostered. Not only the large and medium scale, I think small scale and micro level enterprises have to be given more emphasis, because creation of wealth can happen only when such micro enterprises are fostered. Unless you have a vast network of such enterprises sprouting across the state, the economic activity, particularly the local economic development process, will not be very good, I would say. So this is what we can do. This is applicable to not only to say government agencies. So many private agencies can also go hand in hand with that. And we are now entering into agreements with some private agencies, but some of our rules, which are very conventional, would not allow us to enter freely into agreements with private agencies. So we have to have new negotiation skills to enter into partnership with such agencies also. And NGOs, obviously, they would also be a part of that. So all these segments of institutions which are in the process of development have to be harnessed. Say, another important thing is the banks. Yesterday, I had a discourse with the Bank of Baroda, and they were inviting me to have a lecture on what are the different changes that would happen in the post-COVID era, particularly in the food, for various programs wherein they can fund the entrepreneurs. So everybody has rising up to that level, and there are so many actors involved in it. There are so many people who require expertise from the state agriculture universities. So we have to have an entirely new mode of association and partnership with such kind of organizations. That also, I think, should be a broad policy approach which should be made applicable to all the SAUs and also ICR institutions.
Okay, Professor Alex, for detailed things and your insights. And Dr. Sivakumar. Sir, please unmute, sir. Please unmute, sir. Yeah.
Conventionally, what we see is state agricultural universities have three-dimension role, like education, research, and extension. Nowadays, our Vice Chancellor talks about education, research, extension, agribusiness development, and lifelong learning. So open distance education and agribusiness development has also become a part. This is a part of the evolutionary process that is taking place nowadays in the country across all SAUs. So we are adding some more portfolios to that, and we have to, this extended units will start growing in the years to come. So I see this incubation center, innovation, entrepreneurship driven to agribusiness development centers will grow in the years to come, and it has to be integrated very well into the entire SAU. Like for instance, we are focusing on student entrepreneurship. So where will they go? Like scientists and regular system cannot train them into innovators and entrepreneurs. Wherein we have this, excuse me.
Yeah, I think he's having some. Yeah, he's back. Yeah.
They immediately start the generator. I ask them to switch it off. Otherwise,
Fine, sir. Fine. Yeah.
Now, this is going to be an extra. Now, students need to get into this innovation entrepreneur system, where these agribusiness incubation forums will support them. Like we can conducting scientific exhibitions on February, Science Day, and all those things. They go for RAVE, pick up indigenous technologies. Now, these can be converted into products and all those things. So this incubation center will help them with student entrepreneurship. Then we also, for postgraduate students, we conduct this translational research with agribusiness incubation forums. Like once they finish their thesis, the PhD student, they should end up with a product or a service based on their research. So that would be more meaningful, which could be patented. So here also the incubation centers can play an active role. Like this is how to, we can keep on listing. For want of time, I'll just keep it small, giving you the sense of it. This is what they can directly intervene in the student life. Now, under research also, a lot of products are developed by the university. They have to be commercialized, they have to be taken outside. So there also these incubation centers will help. And earlier we have seen participatory extension, participatory field trials, participatory research and all those things. Now, here we are looking at a totally different set of people doing kind of research in an informal manner, developing products, innovative products, which also have relevance to the farmers and which are also useful to them. So we have to nurture them and keep them growing. So this is another stream through which we will get new products, technology, services, which can be used to the farmers. So it is the responsibility of the university simply not only to support them in terms of innovations, we have to also take them to the farmers in the technology transfer, link them to farmers so that they also understand these kinds of innovations, and two ways it could be beneficial. How farmers could also be a part of it by becoming innovators. The second thing, how could they use these innovations so that successfully they would also increase their yield and the income. So this is how I see the role of the state agriculture universities growing, and this is also going to grow in the years to come. And most of the things Dr. Alex had clearly pointed out how this incubation center would be useful and what needs to be done, like in networking with the banks and other people, so we can make more sense out of it. So I am just supplementing already what Dr. Alex had said.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sivakumar, for clearly articulating the views of the TNAU and also Dr. Alex. And we know there are a large number of incubation centers across the country. Everybody has their own core competencies. Somewhere they feel we are having core competency. For the benefit of the audience, those who are here, it's a common question for all four incubators, those who are here. And what do you feel it's our core competency? Somebody are coming and what for they can come? What type of support they can get, or what type of competencies you are having? And competency means everybody. For example, Kerala, we see in food tech, a large number of startups they will promote. Dr. Sudhir is there. Dr. Sudhir. Anyway, Dr. Alex is there. Sudhir.
Yes.
Yeah, Sudhir is there. And we want to know, maybe the sake of interest of the audience, those who are across the country, and what are the core competency, or what are the areas really you are working in, which really makes different from other incubation centers. Dr. Sudhir, we can start from you, because we see large number of food tech startups, very interesting and innovative, and similarly we'll go for all other startups and other incubation centers, so that those who are today participating students or entrepreneurs, they want to get some support, they can reach you directly this way. Dr. Sudhir, please.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sharvanan. Am I audible?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. See, as you told, being agribusiness incubation center, we promote the entire startups which is coming in agriculture sector. As you told, it strengthens us for food tech startups, because our the initial startup business incubation unit was set up by the state government with the support of state government, was based on food processing or post-harvest technology. So that is why we are our strength is in the food processing aspects. But if you are looking at the entire cross section or statistics of the startups which is coming into our unit also, you can see that 80% is related to food processing. And everyone is looking for the novel technologies in food processing, apart from the usual process products patterns like jam, jelly, squash, and all. They want to go for a new products, a healthy products with nutraceutical or food-based nutraceutical, or for a creation of healthy society. So that is what we are also promoting. Okay, we are promoting the food processing segment in the production catchment itself. because as we all know that if you're starting an industry within the production catchment, and that too with a novel technology, we can reduce the post-harvest losses, and also we can prevent the migration of the rural youth from the rural sector to the urban area. So with this, actually, we have given some of our very high-tech products are actually vacuum fried chips, which is alternate to the normal fried chips, which is done at 180 to 200 degrees centigrade, and the oil can be reused used only once or twice by the normal frying. But if you're going for a vacuum frying unit system, we are promoting a production of healthy snacks by which the oil can be recycled more than 60 to 70 times. So that is the beauty of this technology, by which we can reduce the oil content in the chips, and that is a healthy snacks to the society, for the creation of healthy society. Another technology is vacuum impregnation process, in which we can produce the dry fruits, because we all know the dry fruits are used even unhygienically, as well as when we are producing it microbially, it will not be safe, and the color will be different, and the attraction texture will be different. But by using the whatever is happening in 24 hours, the same thing can be done within less than 10 minutes. So that is the beauty of this vacuum impregnation process, and by which we can maintain the safety and quality of the dry fruits, and the texture and color can be retained, and we can enrich with nutraceuticals like minerals and antioxidants can be penetrated into the dry fruits, and by which we can improve the appearance as well as safety and quality of the dry fruits. So most of the dry fruits available in our malls, if you're going into any malls, you can see a dry fruit corner. But those dry fruits are not coming from our country. It is coming from Vietnam or Indonesia or Thailand. Okay, so we are giving handhold training for the SHGs or Kudumbasris or small unit, as our director of extension told, strengthening of this small segment, actually micro segments, by imparting the training program, and also providing the training programs on how to produce hygienically better quality products, and how they can improve the packing style and the marketing strategy. So this is actually our focus. Apart from giving the technology, latest food processing technology, we are also giving the latest packaging technology. We have an array of packaging units, and they can choose based on their capacity, financial capacity. They can choose the right methodology for the packaging, and we will also assist them for the marketing, new methods in marketing. So the vacuum frying and vacuum impregnation. Apart from this one, we have hot extruded, just like a kurkure product, from the local ingredients. Okay, of course, we can produce the hot extruded product from many other ingredients. Whatever is available in the production catchments, how to utilize those healthy raw materials, and how to effectively or judiciously utilize the products which is raw material available in the raw material, and how to convert into the ready to eat and ready to cook products, which is the need of the hour, as well as which is demanding by our teenagers or our kids. So that is our prime motive. So producing the traditional raw material, we are converting into new products by the use of new technology, and that will be we are giving that technology will be refined when the traditional know-how is refined by using this new technology, and that is actually given to the budding entrepreneurs, and that is what we are doing. And many such technologies are there. Micro encapsulation technology we are giving, like extracting the spices as well as fruit juices, and then converting easily packing as easy disposable manner we are doing it, and retort pouch packaging we are doing, and which is the traditional products, whatever is the traditional products we are making, and which has got a shelf life extension of 1 or 2 days, that can be extended beyond 6 months or 1 year. That is another strategy we are doing. So traditional products, which is if some Kudumbasris or SHGs are producing, and which has got a low shelf life, they will come to us, and we are giving the hands-on training, and we are hand-holding them to use it to extend the shelf life of the product by using new technology. So this is this is a few examples I told. So if the incubators or startup, they are looking for novel food processing technology, and now recently we are into the minimal non-thermal processing of also like pulse light as well as high pressure processing and 3D food printing also, because many of us heard about 3D printing for the non-food items. Okay, and similarly we can make 3D food printing also. We can precisely adjust the energy content. We can customize based on the need of the segment, consumer segment, like diabetic patients or cholesterol people. So we can reduce the according to their convenience, and we can customize the food ingredient, and they can they can footprint 3D footprinting can be done. So we are also into that one. So youngsters are coming from different disciplines. When technocrats are coming and they are using our facility, and even we have the facilitation. We have the facility of drones and application of drones in agriculture section. So we promote even the sensors. Means many few individuals are coming with the application sensors in food industry, non-destructive quality evaluation. They are coming like acoustic system without damaging the food products, and how we can implement such novel quality assessment in the food process line or entire supply chain for the even for the traceability also we are assessing them. So this is the plus point of our agribusiness incubation unit, specifically on food processing aspects. And of course, if anything related to agriculture, we can support. We have with a vast pool of our technical supporting co-investigators, as well as RAVI incubation, RAVI team, research team. Actually, we are nearly 12 expertise in this group, starting from extension economics to biotechnology. So whatever is the demand based on the startups, and under the our strong leadership of our director of extension, Dr. Alex, means we are ready to support agri startups who is approaching us. Okay, it is not related exclusively on food processing, and we have the competence to give whatever is coming with the domain of from the agriculture. So thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Professor Sudhir, and audience make note of it. Somebody interested in these type of technologies, they can reach the Kerala Agriculture University. And Dr. Nanasambandam, TNA over the years, and there are a lot of technologies, and what do you feel? And even though, like Professor Sudhir told, universities basically they have the strength in all, but unique like KAU food processing, TNA what we can think of, and for one of time we can make it very quickly, because university have large number of technologies. If we list it may take more time. Maybe which is the core strength and which are the technologies really startups are looking for these days? Dr. Nanasambandam.
Yes, sir. So, sir, TNAU as such has about 110 plus technologies, sir, agricultural technologies, which is validated and which is readily available for commercialization. So, through the technology business incubator for the past 8-9 years, so we have licensed as many as about 55 technologies to the agro-based industries. So I would say a few of the unique technologies which has been commercialized. One is the hybrid solar tunnel dryer technology. So which is having a 24/7 drying capacity. So during daytime, solar energy will be used, and during nighttime, hot air will be blown into the system. So a fast drying, hygienic way of drying your coconut copra and all the dried fruits, vegetables, whatever it is. Even for drying fish, it can be used in a hygienic way. It is a very fast drying system. So that is a unique technology, one of the unique technology developed by TNA. So another one is the automatic SRI system of paddy power weeder. So it is again a unique technology developed by TNA, which has been commercialized. And we have one more technology called the sugarcane juice bottling technology. So that is related to the agriculture processing department, developed by the concerned department. So in the last 3 months itself, we have licensed to 3 companies the sugarcane juice bottling technology, which can hold the processed sugarcane juice in glass bottles without spoilage for 3 months. So that is again a unique technology, sir. And likewise, we are having millet processing equipments, so which can remove the skin of the millets. So those technology also has been commercialized, licensed to the agro-based industry, and they are actually selling the machineries. So a lot of technology. So we are having a very good technology. TNA as such is having almost everybody will be knowing. So 50 plus departments are there within TNAU, and each department has come out with at least minimum 10 to 15 technologies. And all these technologies are having its own uniqueness, and there is a lot of demand for all the technologies. And very recently, maybe 6 months back, we have licensed a biocontrol agent technology for the Trichoderma viride, so which is very useful for the farmers. And so we are actually bringing in a new technology now called the Bacillus subtilis. Again, that is also a biocontrol agent. So almost a lot of seed varieties have been released from DNA, sir. And so that is also having a unique demand among the farming community. So a lot of seed varieties have been released, and we are having a separate seed consortium for the release of the technology. So almost about some 30-40 seed producing companies are members of the seed consortium. And so through them, there are a lot of new varieties of seed is being released to the market. So almost as far as TNA is concerned, so it is a diversified field. In the field of agriculture, we have a lot of technologies in almost all fields put together. So that is the thing I would like to say.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Maybe the TNA will sources. Yeah, Dr. Sivakumar, yeah, please. Please, quickly, you can add a few points.
Apart from what Dr. Gnanasamam said, like in TNAU main campus, what he said works out. Like we are diversified. The core competency in TNAU main campus is mentoring. We have wide range of people scientists to talk about any subject. The second thing is networking. We have networked with Gnanasamam has networked with banks, industry people, and all those people. So networking. These two things are core strength for TBI. If we have one center at Medupalayam that is focusing on forest products. We have one at Perikulam that is focusing on horticultural products. We have one agriculture at Tirunelveli that is focusing on Palmyra, primarily Palmyra fruits which are specific to that region. So likewise, if you have more incubation centers, it can focus on the regional strength so that it would be able to exploit the regional strength. There should not be conflict of turfs and overlapping between these incubation centers. Only then they will be able to grow better. They are not a competitor for each other. They should complement each other so that they would be able to grow better unitedly. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sivakumar. And Dr. Balahusen Reddy, can you add few points quickly? And we understand a lot of technology from Angru also, but something really it is now entrepreneurs are looking for, maybe 4 or 5 technologies which really it is useful. Can you list out? And
Sir, actually, since it is a new incubation center, we received most of the ideas related to the few from mechanization and then some value addition, sir. And then since we are having the good number of scientists working in that area, we are actually doing the mentoring from the help of the scientists. And even, for example, one of the incubator has come with an idea of herbal weedicide. So actually, he has come with a raw product. He has come with a raw product which needs to be validated in the field. So the efficiency of the weedicide is very good, but since the cost of the preparation of the weedicide and then the application module and then emulsifiers that and all, these things should be validated. The effect of the weedicide in the field, how it is able to control the type of the weeds and then its effect on the next sowing crop. So all these things will be validated with the help of the scientists. And then agriculture mechanization is one of the strongest fields, sir. And then even some of the items are patented, which are ready for even commercialization. For example, mechanized process for the production of jaggery fortified papers, which, as you know, the AP, the Putarekulu, that is the sweet that is prepared in AP. So a machine has been developed. It's a mechanized process for the production of this paper sweet. And then some steam boiling system with using bagasse for the preparation of a good quality jaggery. So things like that, some mechanization part we are stronger. And then even we are having the post-harvest technology center in Tirupati also. And then anyway, organic farming, we are doing a lot of research in organic farming. So that also, and then so many labs are there frontline labs are there for testing the virus and then bacteria and then soil testing. So we can help the incubators coming with any idea related to the agriculture. And then value addition with millets, that now we are having the millet specific technology centers are also there in AP. So we can help the incubators with the different ideas.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Balagusen Reddy. And all the universities are having their web portal. For example, TNA has rich the information in the e-extension portal. All they put in TNA e-extension portal. And similarly, all universities are having, and all the contact details are available. Those who are interested, you can reach straight away to the universities or incubation centers. And we will another 15 minutes, another 13 minutes are there. We will take quick questions. Somebody are interested. We see a lot of questions related to various incubation centers to Uttar Pradesh. And for example, in all RKVY-RAFTAAR incubation centers across the country, 29 places it is there, except a few northeastern states across the country. It is there, including Tirupura. There is Central Agriculture University is hosting the RKVY-RAFTAAR incubation center. Like that, across the country, it is available, 29 centers. We'll give entire list, and it is we'll provide already. The link is shared here also. And similar information, some other questions related to ACABC, other thing we may answer separately. Currently, because of COVID, we are not running ACABC training, and similar questions are many I see in the chat box. And now any one or two, any questions somebody want to ask, you can unmute yourself, you can put to any panelist. And another 12 minutes, we'll take few questions, and those questions are in the chat box. We will get back to you. We'll combine all things and we'll get back to you putting the questions. Yeah. Any questions? Somebody want to interact with our panelist? Anybody?
Good afternoon,
Yeah.
sir. This is Ram.
Yeah.
One question is, since there are different centers, RAFTAAR centers, I heard from Tirupati, there were some Tamil Nadu managed Hyderabad. If I'm from a particular state, do I need to apply in that particular state, or I can choose it from any of the center as I wish?
Yeah, actually there are 5 knowledge centers like Manage and IRI, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, NIAM in Jaipur, National Institute of Agriculture Marketing, NIAM Jaipur, and UAS Dharwad and Assam Agriculture University. For these centers across the country, anybody can apply, or nearby they can apply. And those centers from the states, it is always better to apply from their own states or nearby. But because you need to travel, there is a physical training you need to go for both, whether it's 5 lakh category or 25 lakhs category, you need to attend the training. And that's why it is better always to apply in your own states. And if you feel very specific, it is technology specific, and these institutes will collaborate with others also. Sagar, they can apply for nearby states also. There was some class in last time.
No, sir. At present, it is with the same state.
Same state, yeah, right, yeah. Earlier it was open across the country first year, and later on last year there was a circular stating that because considering all travel other things, only the specific states can apply for the specific RABI. But still we have across the country collaboration with all our 29 centers. You can do the collaboration or technology from any other institutes which is having same programs are same across the country, 29 centers. Maybe that institutes are having very specific technology. You can network with them. Surely our RABs will help to get the technologies from other RAB centers or university. They will connect. Any other? Thank you, Mr. Rammohan, for the question. Any other thing? Any other question?
Sir, I have applied for the Manage in Ankur program for the coil hatchery, which is substitute for the boilers. I can't get confirmation still now.
Manage we won't run Ankur program. It may be somewhere other center. Ankur run by whom? Dr. Sagar, you are aware? It is not from.
I guess it is from PDKV Akola.
Akola. We won't name it any names. Many of the RKVY-RAFTAAR, Angur or Posan or Samrat, like that, so many names they put it. Manage we run RKVY-RAFTAAR, SA, AOP, like that only. You are applying to Ankur program, you need to check with that particular RABI where you applied. Yeah. Any other questions?
Okay, thank you, sir. No more questions.
Thank you. Any other questions? For any other panel members, you want to put any questions? Anybody?
Can I interact, Dr. Saravanan? I think there is a correction because own state or the nearby state can also apply. Only condition is that they have to start that industry within that state. I think that is the clause finally circulated. The industry has to register within the state, but the nearby state can also, for example, Kerala, Tamil Nadu can apply. Yeah, but they have to start the industry within Kerala.
Okay, yeah, there was a reason, that was some addition was there. Yeah,
Yes.
right. Yeah, if any dispute, we will again circulate, no issues. Okay. Any other question?
Sir, I am from Andhra.
Hello, yeah.
Sir, I am
Nasim.
applied for the Ankur program. It is, I think so, manage is located at Hyderabad. Any applicable for the program?
What is it? Yeah, go again. You are from? You are from?
I am from Andhra, sir. Applied
Okay.
for the Ankur program in manage. Am I applicable for the for that program, sir?
No, Ankur, that's what I'm telling. That Ankur program we won't run. We run RKVY-RAFTAAR program across 29 centers. Somebody might be putting Ankur program like that. There is only two programs. One is 5 lakh category, another one is 25 lakh category. Some institutions, they will give their own names for this one. You may be applied for
Ankur
5 lakh.
program is run by Sirkot, Mumbai.
It is Mumbai. Ankur program from Mumbai. There is RABI center. You might be applied there. Same program only. RKVY-RAFTAAR program, different name called different across the country. That may be little confusion. Yeah. Any other questions?
Hello,
Sir, how to apply for the which you have mentioned that the program?
No, this RKVY-RAFTAAR across the country, there is advertisements. Across the country, all the RABs, they will advertise. They are promoting through social media. All the RABs promoting through social media. Even manage website, if you are going and you are checking our incubation centers Facebook page, we are putting all other RABs advertisements. We are continuously uploading. You can get from manage CAA Facebook page also. Kerala Agriculture University, you can see like that. All our RABs, 29 centers, they will promote each other's advertisements. You can see in the Facebook, social media, and also we promote through all. There is advertisements also. Before COVID times, we used to advertise in the newspapers also. Maybe recent days not advertised much in newspapers because of COVID. Otherwise, it is advertised in the newspaper also. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions?
Sir, I'm Somna. Just wanted to ask, you have named the 5 centers of RAFTAAR. Can you again repeat it?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Somnath, can you repeat the question?
Sir, can you again name the 5 centers that are running? NAM is one, Assam Agriculture University is one. I missed another.
No, okay. The RKVY-RAFTAAR, I told 5 knowledge partners and other 24 agribusiness incubation centers. 5 knowledge partners are, one is for southern part of the country, manage. It's in Hyderabad. Yeah, manage. Another one is IRI, New Delhi. And third one is NIAM, Jaipur. And fourth one is University of Agricultural Sciences, Dharwad. And fifth one is Assam Agriculture University, Jorgad. Similarly, other RAB centers, southern part, you can see TNAU and Kerala Agriculture University, Kerala, TNA from Tamil Nadu, and Angro from Andhra Pradesh. Like that, across the country, every state has at least one agribusiness incubation center from RKVY-RAFTAAR, except a few northeast states, they don't have. There are 3 agribusiness incubation centers from RKVY-RAFTAAR in northeast. Also, one is from Arunachal, another one is Tripura, and another one is Mizoram. And 3 states they are having. And you can check. Yeah, we will pass on to list. So 29 centers already. There is a list. SIPCOT website. If you are going, already saved in the box, you can get all across the country what are the incubation center also. Already in the chart box, the link is given. Yeah.
So which website? Website can you again?
Yeah, already in chart box you can check. We will certainly get back to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Thank
you can get back your own states. These are our partner also. They have their own, and there is email IDs of all the directors and CEOs, and also incubation center managers. Others, you can give the email, and they can get back to you also. Yeah.
Hi, sir. This is Manju here from Karnataka.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are hearing. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so thank you very much for this wonderful event. Actually, we have learned many things from many experts here. So one small request from my side. I recently have completed PGDAM from the Manage Institute, from your institute in the MOX facility. So when we inquired about the ACABC, I have mailed to a manage contact details, and even I contacted through most of the state training centers also. So most of the contact details are not updated, sir. Can you please update that, so it will be helpful for us? I was still awaiting for the confirmation on that ACABC. Now you have informed us that they have stopped that.
No. This contact is already updated. Only many of them not reaching the phone calls or email, no reply, because there is no decision taken last 6 months. We are not aware what to do, because whether we need to go for online or offline. Even online, we need to change the entire class norms. That's why it is with the ministry. And now again, for lockdown 5, it came out, and we can go for skill training. We may see in the few days or few weeks we will go for it. That's why all the applications are pending. That's why there is no response. We are not taking any decision so far. Once we will take, we will be announced in the website also. All our partner nodal training institutes also get back to you. Otherwise, you can always give email to us. To me also, you can give. We will get back to you with the status. Currently, it is now. That's why there is no trainings are happening across the country due to COVID situation. Once it is this year also, we need to go for almost 7,000 agri graduates we need to train, but it is stopped because of COVID. You can get back to us with our email IDs. We will surely get back to you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And if you have more questions, you can give email, and our panelists also will get back for the questions, other things. And on behalf of Manage and our Director General, I thank all our partner institutions, especially Dr. GGP Alex, Professor of Agriculture Extension and Director of Extension from Kerala Agriculture University, Dr. Sivakumar, Senior Most Director from the Tamil Nadu Agriculture University and holding the Directorate of Agribusiness Development Directorate. And Professor Sudhir is with us, and Professor Sudhir also conduct large number of webinars, and even yesterday here the global agribusiness, how to make it like that. There are experts and they are discussing. You can always follow our partner institutes websites and their own initiatives, and it will be much more useful for you also. And with us, Dr. Nana Sambandam also, and he is holding rich experience in the incubation ecosystem, and we thank Dr. Nana Sambandam also. And, Dr. Bala Hussain Reddy, and from Angru, and my own colleague from Manage, Dr. Sagar, and Manage there is incubation team, Dr. Yuvaraju and Rekha Sri and other Kausik, and all are behind. They are there organizing these webinars, and those who are participating, you can come back again Saturday. We'll be here again Saturday in 11 to 1 o'clock. In the different topic, we will meet with the startups and other things. This is Managed Center for Innovation and Agripreneurship Saturday webinar series, and a large number of people are participating. We are continuously going for Saturday's webinars up to 2020 December, and all the people again welcome to participate. And we won't provide certificate to those who are attending only one. And for sake of certificates, no need to come. Somebody really want to learn any experience, we can come. This is changing something like experience sharing, and we want to give more awareness. But still, somebody wants certificate, and you need to attend at least out of 11 webinars. 10 you need to attend. You need to take it up feedback, and you need to go for the assessment. There is a strict procedure in Manage. You need to go for it. If it is there, you will get certificate also after attending 10. And with this, I thank all the participants and all our panel members and all our team behind this one. And thank you. And again, we'll meet, and a different type of next Saturday we'll be having experiences from startups are participating. And thank you very much, all our panel members, for their time, and all the participants. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time and participation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sarvanja, for this full opportunity. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manage, and yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.